Previously on Metrolina Martial Arts.
While editing my previous video Goku Day, I was honestly pretty surprised at how bad I've become at kicking. Honestly, I was pretty saddened and disgusted by the actual sparring, which is why I included so little of it. Now, I was never a master of the kicking arts. It's weird to say out loud. But I knew how to kick. But I've always struggled with kicking multiple times with the same leg, in succession. So I decided to reach out to an expert. That expert being the man, Sensei Seth. Now, Sensei Seth is a karate guy, hence his name, and his kicks and tricking with kicks is phenomenal. So if I can gain 1% of the skill from Sensei Seth, I think I'm going to be well on my way to kicking a lot of people. So my goal is to train with Sensei Seth and then in 1 week's time spar to see if the drills that Sensei Seth will show me will actually result in me performing better in sparring. So without further ado, let's go ahead to the man Sensei Seth.
Okay, so it's been a long time since I've talked about this. There's 5 ways to kick higher.
Okay.
So thing number 1, you have to be strong enough to pick the foot up that high.
Okay.
I don't want people to rely on momentum. So everything on the top side, let's say I'm throwing a side kick up high, everything on the top side, obliques, hips, legs. Side kick's a little interesting because it's a lot of hips.
Yeah.
As if I said front kick, it would be the top of your leg.
Yep.
You have to be able to pull it up. That has to be able to pull your leg up manually.
Got it.
You also have to be allowed to do that by everything on the bottom side. Everything on the bottom side is stretching open.
Got it.
While all this stuff is closing.
Yes.
So I have to be, if I want to throw a nice high side kick, I have to be able to be very groin flexible. And a little bit of the back on the opposite side.
Okay.
You have to be balanced.
Okay.
We talked about that.
Yeah.
4 was... Oh, you have to have good mobility in the joints itself.
Oh, okay.
If your joints are all nice and crunchy, not very loose inside the old ball and socket, makes it difficult.
Yep.
That's a hard one.
Yeah, if you're just kind of cursed, then you're cursed.
If you're kind of cursed, then you're cursed, unless you're talking to somebody who's much smarter than I am, who knows more about the body than I do.
Oh, maybe, yeah. If you're smarter, leave a comment and tell me.
Yeah, I'm sure all of you are. Oh, the mechanics of it. You have to know the mechanics of it.
So you don't have to know how to throw the kick.
Which is a big problem for a lot of people.
Yeah.
Turning, rotating, making sure your feet are in the right spot, making sure your head's in the right spot. If this foot is in front of this one and I want to throw a nice kick that goes that way, I have to, I can't go past this foot.
Yeah, you
have to open up the door.
Open your hips.
Right.
Got it.
So the number 1 rule to kicking a bunch with 1 foot without putting your foot down is not using momentum at all. It's going to be the biggest mistake that everybody makes.
Yeah.
If I wanted to kick you a bunch with 1 foot, like you'll see people hit the bag, and they're like pop, 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 pop.
Yes.
When I teach that, which I just teach for balance and to be able to get people to use their feet in different ways.
Yeah.
When people do that, they take their back leg and then they go pop, 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 pop. Because the momentum changes and shifts around.
Yes.
It is very difficult to stay upright.
Yeah.
What I'll tell people to do is plant yourself like a bird, like a flamingo, and pick this foot up. And now from here, I can kind of orient, and it takes a lot of obliques, and it takes a lot of hip muscles, and a lot of muscles on the top of the leg to be able to go pop, 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 hang out here.
Yeah.
Great rule of balance. Make sure your feet are wide and connected to the ground.
Okay.
Make sure your knees bent. Make sure your head has a string from the top of your head to the ceiling.
Okay.
So I'm like this. No matter how far I bend over, my head should be like
your head is
up.
up.
It should always like this. Because my ears are kind of like, if my ears are next to each other, I have good balance. If my ears are like this, my body wants to go this way to fix it.
That is wild. I've never heard that before. That's wild.
Yeah, well, like your ears are the
equilibrium. I knew
who
that.
have vertigo, their inner ears messed up.
Yes.
So what I want to do is I want to make sure my head thinks that I'm in an upright position.
Yeah.
If I go like this, I'm gonna fall over. Because what my body wants to do is put itself back underneath my head.
Okay.
I just made all that up right now, and I honestly think that's right.
Okay. Cool. Because if I try to kick you more than once, right?
Yep.
So if I'm here, if
head's got to stay upright. You have to have this foot underneath you. If this foot's not underneath you, it's further back. So let's move you up a little bit. Keep your foot in the same spot.
Oh, okay.
then what's gonna happen is you are going to fall, you'll have to put this foot down.
Yes.
If this foot is here, it's underneath me,
Yeah.
then I can go pop, 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 and I can throw a bunch of stuff and
Yeah.
keep this foot in the same spot.
Okay, so it's underneath me now.
Yep.
Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead upright.
Yep.
I'm gonna lift my leg out.
Yep.
I'm gonna here. Oh, okay.
Yep.
And now I'm gonna fall.
Look at the rule of thumb if you want to balance better.
Yeah.
Look at one thing.
Yeah.
Don't look at anything else.
Oh,
I
okay.
can move as long as I look at that one thing.
Like an owl?
Yeah, kind of like an owl. Like if I'm actually fighting you,
Yeah.
you move too.
Yeah, I know.
So I can't like focus my balance on you because then you might go like this.
So you just get good enough at that where you can like unfocus, essentially?
You can close your eyes.
Oh, okay.
And you can kind of feel where you are because of your foot.
Okay.
The main rule is keep your foot underneath you in the middle.
Yeah.
I can now move my body, but if my foot goes right back underneath me, I can still balance. That's
Yeah.
where it comes into actually being useful.
Yes.
I teach to say, keep this underneath you,
Mm-hmm.
put your hip right over top of your foot,
Mm-hmm.
make stuff bend around it,
Mm-hmm.
and then from here I can start to kick, right?
Yeah.
Boom, I can go here, I can go boom, I can go up high.
I want to chase people like
If you want to
just
chase
did.
people, get used to picking this knee up and balancing on this foot.
Okay.
And usually I would say that by just going down and back on the rim. Boom, you can do it in different ways. You can do it in different ways. These are your legs.
Yes.
If this is the furthest this will go,
Mm-hmm.
by rotating more, which means my hand goes down, my foot will go up higher.
Yeah.
But if I want to keep my body here, and this is the only mobility I have, it's the
Yeah.
highest it's gonna go. But as soon as I start to go like this,
Yeah, and you can.
it goes up higher.
Okay.
I can't physically get it any higher, but if
Yeah.
I go like that,
You can get that.
I can get that higher. That's the highest it's going muscle-wise. Yeah, I mean, it just works.
Yeah. No.
Like
I mean,
sometimes it just works. Heads move.
Yes.
Heads go like this if they get kicked hard.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So I don't mind popping
okay.
with the top of the foot.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm also kind of conditioned to do it.
I was gonna say, yeah.
For roundhouse kicks, I've always
Okay.
been taught to go boom. It also has a lot to do with the chamber,
Mm-hmm.
the flexibility of your hamstring.
Yeah.
If you don't have the flexibility, it's gonna get like that far.
Yeah.
That's bend like this and then come back.
I think, unfortunately, I have pretty tight everything.
My hamstrings are the tightest thing I have.
Yeah.
I mean,
Sorry.
no, you're good.
So after getting some of the basics out of the way, Seth decided to give me a few basic kicks to work. And after dying inside watching me throw the first kick, he knew he had his work cut out for him.
There's a side teep. Now, a lot of people talk about the side teep.
Okay.
Side teep is a side kick that you rotate at the very end.
Okay.
Or a front kick, a teep,
Uh-huh.
that you rotate at the very end.
Oh.
And it just kind of bodes well for a little bit more distance.
Yeah.
So if I'm here, right, I check, a little bit further away.
Cool.
Right? The side kick I like to think of, I use my hamstrings to push a ball
Okay.
over there. I take this, I put it in my knee pit,
Mm-hmm.
and then I throw it that way.
Oh.
That's the goal.
So a lot of times I throw my side kick off of a failed round kick.
Great idea.
Right. So if I come in here, I'm there, and then I touch.
Especially with the Bruce Lee step behind.
Yes.
Great idea. So I go leg kick, so you pick it up, and then I go.
Oh.
So I go touch. I sometimes even move it a little,
Yeah.
and then I throw.
The side kick.
You have to have a very limp ability to go into kicking a bunch with one leg.
Yeah.
Keeping this part of your leg, the upper half of your leg, in the same spot the whole time. So if I want to kick a bunch, keep this here. Everything moves around it. This
Yeah.
stays in the same spot. If I go like this,
That looked like me.
it becomes much harder.
Way still better, but
Which it takes a decent bit of strength to
Yeah.
pull this up and hold it.
yeah.
But once you do, you have more options.
Okay.
That's usually how I say to train multiple kicks, is to just sit here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you. Now that he's shown me the kicks to work and how to work them, and the drills to work on my balance and stretching, it's time to implement.
Oh, that was my ankle.
I actually enjoyed training the drills quite a bit. They were super fun, relaxing, and I honestly felt like they did something. Okay, Beerus. I'm gonna try and kick more like Goku now, okay? With Beerus's blessing, it's time to go spar. And of course, we're dressed like Goku. First up is my man Connor. Real quick, I'm already feeling way more confident in my ability to kick. I'm throwing way more with the same leg. Trying to get that round kick, the side kick to work. But my balance is there, so I'm having a lot of fun with it. Next up is Jake from, not State Farm, from Armchair Violence. Give his channel a look. Jake is up for no shenanigans. Trying to clinch me here, throwing the kicks.
That's bait.
He knows the bait. He didn't take it. Trying to get my leg up there though. The bounce is working. Next up is Jeffrey. Jeffrey just did really good on his IKF kickboxing debut. Doing a good job catching my kick, but my balance is there. I don't know if you guys can tell, but I sure can. Jeffrey's kicks are so good, but I'm so much more confident in my ability to throw. All right, now with Ali. Ali's hands are so good. Oh my God, I'm breaking this. His boxing is top notch, and I made him pay for it by kicking him square in the dang line. He landed a beautiful U-punch. I'm jealous. Boom, and my balance is so much better. Next we have Alex. Alex is one of our newer students. She's maybe a few months in, so taking it down a notch, working the balance and the accuracy while throwing in a variety of kicks here. Next up is Lunchbox, and he gives me no quarter, clinches me, knees me, I punch him in the face. I don't even think I kicked him, or if I did, it definitely didn't land. I definitely counter with that hook though. Next up is Dalton. With Dalton, I was able to get off some of the kicks using my balance that I now possess, touching him multiple times, feeling really good about the whole thing here. And looking good too, like Goku, baby. Okay, I'm back home now. Haven't showered yet, want to get my thoughts out before I clean up. But essentially, I feel like the sparring went demonstrably better than my last time. I feel my cardio was better, probably because I've been doing cardio. It sucks, but you know, it is what it is. But my balance was there. I was able to execute multiple kicks. I still have a ways to go, but in 1 week's time, this is perfect. I was able to execute the kicks that were shown to me. I was able to execute multiple kicks with the same leg, with both legs. And like, I've got a good leg and a bad leg, and I'm super happy with the results. So you should try them at home to see if you can improve your balance and your ability to kick multiple times with the same leg. And you too can be like Goku thanks to Sensei Seth. Make sure to give Sensei Seth a subscribe if you haven't already. I imagine most of you have already done that. Big thank you to him for all the help that he gave me, and I'm super duper excited. My dog's making a bunch of noise. Super duper excited, you know, to be able to collab with him yet again on this channel, and my first time on his channel as well. That all being said, make sure to like the video for the algorithm. Subscribe to the channel if you are new. Make sure to turn on notifications so you never miss my or any other handsome face I have on this channel, and I will catch you all in the next one. Party on.